Hello everyone, it's Michelle here from Stamp with Michelle Pepper. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Auckland in New Zealand. So welcome to another weekly class to go where I select a product. Sorry, it says low battery. I select a product and I make a video and demonstrate how to make two projects from start to finish. Alright, and so as a thank you gift to my customers who place an order with me for a qualifying order of $40 or more, I send the card kits for these class to go. So because I do two projects, so I sent you 4 card kits, 2 of each design, so that you can put the cards together. Stampin' Up policy dictates that I can only send those, I can only sell to New Zealand residents, so these card kits are only available to New Zealand residents, but the video is available for everyone to watch, so I hope you sit back and enjoy watching and craft along if you have all the supply items. So this week we are working with Nothing's Better Than Photopolymer Stamp Set, and it has all these fun images and wordings, and I have actually paired it with another product called the Give It a Whirl die, so you can see my stash here, to make a interactive card. So one of the cards is an interactive card and the other one is just fun. So let's have a look. So today we're playing with the Nothing's Better Than Photopolymer Stamp Set. And you will find this in the annual catalogue, which retires at the end of this month in April 2023. So you'll find it on page 20 and have a look at some of the samples that are being provided here. And also it tells you that it coordinates with the Love You More Than dies, which can be found on page 172. But I have the product here. So we are playing with this today, and in this class to go, I will have 2 cards to demonstrate. So let's get our first project out. I'll just put the stamp set on this corner. So the first project I have for you, nice and simple, is this card here. All right, it's supposed to be cocktails, I guess, but I really want this card to be that I can actually give it to a young teenager or a young girl or boy. It's just a fun card, so I have decided to make it more like mocktails. And so I couldn't quite use the word cocktails there, so I have actually taken that sentiment out of the sentimental park and I've put let's celebrate here. So, but anyway, if you are most welcome to put happy birthday or whatever it is that you have in your stash. All right, let's have a look. So let's put this up here for reference. In the card kit, it comes, you will find, obviously, you've got the envelope, which all my card kits come with envelopes provided for. So we've got a card base in basic white. A piece of DSP of now this is from a retired pack, but I didn't think you would mind. It's just I've got heaps of this pack left over, so there's a variety of patterns and colors. So your pack, because you'll get 2 packs if you purchase an order with me this week, $40 or more. I will be sending you this class to go card kit and card packs, and you'll get 4 card kits, so 2 of the same design, so 2 of this design, and you'll probably get different DSP, different paper to go with it. And then you'll have a basic black matte layer, and then a basic white stamp layer. We're going to be stamping on this. Right, so let's begin with nice and simple. We're just going to adhere this, or you can use this side if you prefer. Let's have a look. Right, you can have a fun one. Actually, do I want to do that? No, I'm just going to stick with that. But yeah, so The great thing about our papers, Stampin' Up papers, is usually it comes as double-sided. So you get to choose what you want to use. Alright, so now if you're really wanting to make your supplies go further, you are most welcome to cut something out of the middle here, as long as you just have a gauge, as long as it's going to be within this matte layer, because then it will cover it up. So if you wanted to punch something out of here, you are most welcome to do that with your kit. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to layer the whole thing on, and there you go. So now usually in my videos I don't show you what I don't do anything extra on the inside, but I often suggest and recommend that you stamp on the inside of your card as well as on your envelope, right? So today I've just pre-done this so that I just save a bit of time on the video, and I've used the stamp set I have used is the Biggest Wish stamp set. So it's another photopolymer stamp set, and I do use this a lot. I find this quite, you know, because it has happy birthday and thanks, and hello friend, and just friend. So I just really like this. So I do use it often. But yeah, again, you know, you're welcome to use whatever it is that you have. Yeah, and also this little stars is actually from the stamp set, that little piece there. So don't overlook those little things. All right, so I've done the pre-done the inside. Now, okay, so we've got the matte layer, and now we're going to do the stamping. So let's put that away for now so that I can concentrate on just this. Right, I have pre-mounted my stamp. Right then, so we've got this little mocktail stamp, and then I need my tuxedo memento black ink. Now, a tip. So I'm gonna, as you can see, that I'm gonna do 4 on here. So you can eyeball it starting from the middle. That's one way of doing it. But if you're not confident, you are most welcome, or you can get a piece of a strip of basic white, and you can just stamp 4 and then cut them out, so then you can just layer it, right? You can just adhere it on. So you can do it that way, or in this case I'm just going to stamp right on. But I do have 2 that I have cut out, so I will use that as a gauge, as a guide. Alright, so I'm just going to leave them here like this, and kind of think it needs to be moved along here a little bit and along here a little bit. So I know I'm going to stamp on those 2, okay? So let's just do this. Right. And I'm just going to move that out of the way once I'm happy with that. Right, stamp that down there. So that's pretty good. 2, 3. Right, I'm just going to put that here, round about here. Okay, it's slightly off, but I'm not too worried about it, okay? So it's not quite even, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm just going to put that one there. Right, and then I'm going to leave that because I'm actually going to put that there. All right, I'm going to raise that up just to give it a bit of interest. All right, so I'm going to have those. Now I guess if that really bothers you, there's the other side that you can stamp on there. Maybe I'll do that actually, just, you know, because then I have options. So I'm just going to go ahead and go like so. This time I'm not using any guide. I'll just kind of make sure. I'm just eyeballing. Okay, so slightly higher, maybe, but that's okay. Right, and then I'm just going to put that one there. All good. I'm happy with that. So, you know what? I think I have still slightly skewed it this way. Yeah, but it's probably a little bit better than that one. Alright, anyway, that's enough of that. We'll just, let me also try and clean these so that it's, I can reuse, because I probably need this block later. I'm going to put that on here for now. Right, so now the next step is the juicy bit. I can use that. Okay, so that. Just let me move that out of the way. Now, as you can see, I've got a variety of colours that I've used, and I know I've already pre-cut this one, or maybe I should just do it this way so I can leave that as a spare. Now let's start with what colour I might have used. I may have used Mango Melody first. Right, Mango Melody is a colour that is retiring, which is quite sad for some of us who love it. So got that, and right, I am using this. I mean, like when I was designing this, obviously I have a slightly different process. Okay, but now I'm just gonna, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead. Right, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to stamp that one on this one. So the idea is that you do not actually have to, you know, like do it right on the line. It's okay if you're if you stamp offset it a little bit. Although in this case, I kind of do want the lemon color. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just kind of happy with that, right? So I'm going to do that. Now I can remove this Mango Melody color, so I don't need that. Now with this, as you can see, I have done a little bit of pink at the bottom. So I could do that, or I could do maybe the top, just for a different, which is what I've done there. But let's see. So I've still got some ink on this blending brush. So I'm just kind of adding some color on there, just a tad. And then I'm just going to huff it because I've left it for a while. Alright, and then I'm going to stamp it there. There you go. So I've got that little juice thing. Now, so I'm going to clean this off, because I'm going to be reusing this with, what colour shall I have now? I think I'll stick with all the kind of pinky, bluey, pinky first. So I believe that was kind of like I'm starting with always with a lighter one. So this is the Flirty Flamingo. And then I'll have the Coral. I'm going to use that again, the same blending brush. Right, I'm just going to pick up some colour there, and I'm going to do the bottom again. So this might be slightly different again. Okay. Let's have a look. Alright, let's go in with that one. Just huff on it a little bit. Okay, so that's not too much of a variation, because obviously didn't pick that up a lot. Let's try that again. So that's the other way you could do it. Now I'm just going to write that out, and hopefully, yep, so now we've got a little bit of variation. And if I wanted to try my luck again, just because that was pretty good that I managed to get it. Just going to kind of rub that colour off now. Right, let's see if I can get this. which I'm lucky, or I might really muck it up a bit. Right, happy with that actually. That's all good. So yeah, you can see how fun it is, right? Just because it's photopolymer, you can see right through it. And so, of course, you'll do a better job than me at the moment because filming, I'm quite far from it. So if I have my way, I would be this close, right? But then you'll see the top of my head. And I was trying to spare you that. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to leave this because I've got a few more to do. So what I'm doing here is I actually, as you can see, I'm just cleaning, and then I just make sure that there's no residue color. Oh, is there? Okay, there's no residue color. So next color is, I think we're going with the Fresh Freesia as the base color. Right. And then actually I can see that I need a Fresh Freesia umbrella. So I'm going to do that right now while I have this. There you go. It's pretty cool. Pretty lovely. And I believe that's Gorgeous Grape that I have on the top there. So Gorgeous Grape is quite a different color to the pink and the coral, so I'm not going to use that brush. I will use a different brush. Oh, where are you? I think it was a new one that I did. Yeah, I did do that. So just picking up some of the Gorgeous Grape now, and then I'm going to kind of do it on the top. So I don't know if you can kind of see the variation. Alright, half on that. Put it on. Cool. Yeah, so you can see it's slightly off, and that's alright because we're going for that whimsical look. As you can see, it's kind of like a fun, whimsical stamp set, you know, so it's not about being precise, which is great. So let's have a look. I'm going to put that aside, going to clean these ones up. What did I do with this? Okay, this, I do have one more to go. I'm going to go with the light blue first. Right, I'm going to have the Tahitian Tide colour first, and then going with Orchid Oasis. Right, so I'm going to try and use that. And oh, it's a bit out of the frame. So just been putting some colour on the top. Let's have a look. Let's try this. See what that looks like. Ooh, I think I like the look of this. Beautiful. Alright. So, oh, do I need this? No, I do not need this. I need the Tahitian Tide for an umbrella. So making sure that that's clean. Oh, do I have colour here? I've somehow got a little colour there. When did that happen? I have to watch the video to find out when that colour got on there. Right, so there's that. And then what else is missing? Let's go with that. So we need green. Ooh, I don't have any green here. Haven't had any green yet. Okay, let's put Tahitian Tide away. And let's bring out, I do believe that is Granny Apple Green, but I'm going to use the Parakeet Party just because I can. Because I've got all the colours. I love having all the colours to play with. And then we need the wedges. Right, is that wedges? Those, nope, that's not been cleaned. So let's clean that up. supposed to be kind of like lime. So I have lime and I have lemon slices. Cool. Great. Let's clean that up. Don't need this anymore, I think. So I'm going to put that away. So I might have need of that. Okay. Green is parakeet party. It's put away. So what's missing is this little colour, which let's make it coral. I think the other one I had is red, but I'm going to do coral for this. That. So I'm always double checking because I do not want to mix my colours. Right, I'm going to put that there. Yeah. Alright, so we are just about done with this. Clean that. And put that away. So yeah, so with the dies, there is the Love You More Than dies that coordinate with the stamp set, and there are 9 dies. So what you do is you would, on this I have done it obviously from a strip of paper, and I would stamp and then frame it and put it through the stamping cut and emboss machine, and that's what you get coming out of that. Okay, right, let me just put that one away. So now we've got these. So what I'm missing is the words let's celebrate. Now what do I have? And I'm just doing it in plain black. If you have all the different colors, of course you're most welcome to use a different color, like the parakeet party one, or any of these colors that you've used, right? So, right, let's celebrate. I'm just going to see if I can cover that up. Not quite, but that's cool. It's close enough. Oh my goodness, I am getting all sorts of ink everywhere. Okay. So, put that one there, and that one's going to be on dimensionals, just to layer it up. So, there, and there. Maybe I use a tinsy. Oh, look, it's brand new piece. There you go. I love it when I finish using one and starting another one. Just, I don't know, it's a sense of completeness when you have finished using something, and then it's just so fun when you get to start a new one. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that right about here. Right, so there's that, and then that can go on the layer. That will go on this layer. So the back of it that we decided not to use. It's a side that we decide not to use, I mean. Alright, stamping that. Get that out of the way. Oh, actually I need that again. Alright, so then let's have a look. I might use my bigger one. So you've got 2 options, right? You've got the bigger one and then the minis. And because I am frugal, so even with the bigger one, I cut it in half. I just find that it helps because I'm spreading it out a bit. So I'm still using like 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally you would probably use 5. And I'm kind of still, what am I doing here? I usually like to do that. So I'm still using 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're all, you know, they're more well spread out. So I'm going to put that, just kind of peel these things off, which can be a bit messy and all over the show. Just making sure that I've got everything. Yep. And pull that one out again. And cool. So there's the one card. And those little marks, so if it really bothers you, it's always a good idea, and I hope you already have these. Rhinestone is, or embellishment of some sort, is always a fun thing to have, and they're useful for things like this. So here I've got the iridescent one, I could use that, and I could just take a couple, you know, just kind of hide those. Just hiding it, and of course 2 is not going to be enough. Maybe I'll do that. No, maybe I'll just going to swap that around. So where do I want this? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably do another one. Like round about here. So I've just kind of made it kind of spreading it around, right? And that's made it really fun. Maybe I'll just do 2 more. Why not? I'm just going a little bit crazy with these. I don't know. What do you think? Am I going a little bit crazy now? I'll play around with it. You know, I just play around with it. Here you go. Happy with that. So yeah, so now you kind of, you know, don't really see those. So you really need to have some gems of some sort in your stash for things like this, to cover up stamps and spots, ink where it shouldn't be. All right, so there's your first card. All right. So remember, when you get the card kits, you'll get 2 of each design. So you'll get 2 packs of this design. Now, the second card is a little bit involved, but we hopefully going to be able to do this. Let me just clean up. So, let's have a look. We've got. I'm going to move that aside. This is using the Give It a Whirl dies, which comes like this. It has all these dies to make this an interactive card. So let me just demonstrate as we play and make this card together, and you'll see how that works. Okay, so your card will come with a base, as always. And this is basic white. You will also have a inner piece of real red and a white, basic white layer to go on top to go. And so this is the inside. And then you have one which I have used the frame from the Give It a Whirl. Let me pull this out again. So move that aside. So you get. It comes like so, and I have put that on a piece of real red, run it through, and then it spits that out, right? And then I have used there's more, right? There's more out of here. So I've used that, and I've just, like, you can still see the circle and the mark. So the only thing about this die is it does leave all these marks, which I'm okay about. You know, I mean, I got over it. Initially I didn't like it, but I got over it. It's fine. It doesn't bother me now as much. And so I run this through, and then it just cuts that hole out. And yep. And so the other part to this mechanism is you need that die, right, to cut out a circle, a scallop circle, which is that. And you can see, again, you can see the markings here. I think you can see it, or maybe not because of the lighting. All right, so these are all going to be pre-cut for you, and so it comes in your kit as yeah, I would have pre-cut it all for you, because it's actually not the feature of this card. Well, it is, but this class to go is based on the nothing's better than. So I can't stamp the images for you. So if you wanted to make the card as it is, you'll definitely have to buy this stamp set, which is actually retiring. So it's actually on a discount, I believe. Can't remember exactly how much though. But yeah, if you go on into my online shop, you'll be able to see it. But it's not really featuring these. I'm not expecting you to buy this, so I will pre-cut this, and also because it's not a stamp image, so I can actually give these to you in your pack, in your card kits. So we've got this, and then I'm going to show you how we put this together. All right, so firstly I've got this, and I'm just going to put this on the top there for reference. And we have this this little piece of real red as well, and in your kit you should be able to find a ribbon, gingham, black and white gingham ribbon, and also a little square brad, which we will need to use, okay, for these. So let me put those aside. Just put them on there for reference. Okay, let me have a piece of, let me just get a piece of scrap, lay it here, and I believe I haven't taken the stamps out, so I am using the words to do the background. Okay, so this is obviously not from a DSP, it's from our real red, and I need those words, which are, what have I got here? I've got chocolate and coffee. No, cocktails here. No, I don't want cocktails, because it's kind of like, you know, if you play that game, one of these is not like the others, so that will be the cocktail. So we've got chocolate, we've got coffee, and we've got cookies. Chocolate cookies. Yep, and I think those are the three that I need, because I'm not putting cocktails in there. Kind of not the same vibe, right? It's a different. Now, have I got any spare? Got this. Chocolate, actually. Put that one away. Put that one away. So now I've got these two to use as well. Coffee, cookies. So this is what we call tone on tone. Alright, because this is real red cardstock. So I'm going to just use real red ink pad as well. And then I'm going to put those words on. Alright, so I'm just going to stamp it like so. Chocolate, coffee, cookies. Right, let's see if I can go in that kind of order. Chocolate, just to then I'm just going to do coffee, cookies, and then chocolate. Alright, so what's next? So I've started with chocolate, and then started with coffee, and now I'm going to do cookies. So yeah, it's just, you could have done this on a diagonal too, if you prefer, but I've just stuck with, so what are we doing? Cookies, chocolate, and then coffee. You can't really see, but that's cool. We'll just do it that way. Now are we back to the beginning? Cookies, chocolate. So now we're going to go back to chocolate first. Now because I started chocolate there, I don't want to do the same thing, right? So I just wanted to maybe move it out a little bit. Chocolate, coffee, and then cookies. Right. Now what's after that? Coffee. So just again, you know, bearing in mind I started coffee that way, so maybe I'll start coffee like so. Coffee. You kind of, and then there's a little bit of thing there. I'm just gonna maybe cheat a little bit. Okay, just put like a, whoops. So you kind of just have a little bit of something showing. Coffee. What comes after coffee? Cookies. Right. And then chocolate. Right, how are we doing? Okay. So we've got chocolate, coffee, cookies, chocolate, coffee, cookies. Again, just keeping an eye. That's where I had cookies before. Yep, so I've got really a little bit of cookies showing. And then a lot more chocolate showing. And then coffee. So there you go, chocolate, coffee, cookies. So now we're starting with chocolate again. So now really I wanted to only show a little bit of chocolate because I've had a big chocolate here. So I don't really want to show coffee and then cookies. Alright, where are we? Get a bit confused, that's why I wanted to have an order. Coffee, cookies. So it's cookies, chocolate, so now it's coffee. Right, and now you really only see a little bit of that. Coffee, cookies, and chocolate. Alright, so I think I have some ink on me. I felt it. Gets a bit inky. Alright. Right, let's get rid of all these. I don't think I need it for now. Well, I'm just going to get rid of that for now so I don't... Oh! Okay. Something's disappeared. Something fell. What's this thing? Sorry, I'm just messing around here. Let's put this out of the way now. Okay. So what have we got? So here, and this is what you get in the end, alright? So hopefully I'm just making sure I don't have ink. Right, then we need this part. So I'm not sure if you can see, how do I? But basically there are triangles here, alright? And then there's triangles here. So that kind of gives you a guide of where to stamp. So I'm going to put that over here. There. Now, can you see it better? So you can see those triangles. It's basically that shape, right? So the idea of this is interactive. Today is A, and there's a little arrow pointing down telling you to turn it, dial it. Today is a coffee or tea kind of day. Or is it a chocolate kind of day? Or is it a cookie kind of day? And yeah, so that's what I mean by the stamp set is a fun one, especially when you pair it with the give it a whirl, dies. Okay, so that's what I've done here. So as you can see, I need those images, the coffee images, coffee or teacup. So I'm going to start with that coffee first, tea, and I'm going to stamp it nice and easy in black. Right. So excuse my head, I'm just going to try and get that a bit closer. Hopefully that's kind of in the middle. So I've got that, and then I move along, and then I've got my chocolate. So I'm going to put chocolate here. Alright, so what did I do with that one? Did I do black as well? I think I did. No, I think it wasn't, but I'm going to keep it simple and do it in black. So we've got, okay, so these two. Just cleaning it. Ooh. Okay, I need to clean this a bit better. I'm just going to leave that there for now. And then we've got the last one was cookies. That's what it is. I did have a mixture. Actually, the other one might have been, oh, I know what I've done. I think I may have actually done all the stamping in early espresso, not Memento, because I don't want a black cookie. It was a chocolate chip cookie. Right, so I'm going to have a bite. Right, I had it. That's why I would have done everything in early espresso. Alright, just to keep things simple. But as it is, I mucked up a little bit here. So I have actually used black for these two. And now I've got this. Right. And so it's a matter of colouring those in. With that one, I believe I coloured it with... Now, there is actually that stamp that you can use to stamp the colour on, just like we did with the cocktails, but I'm just going to show you a different way. I'm also colouring, I can colour it with my stamping blends, and I'm just going to choose to do it in crumb cake. Alright, so I can either use the brush end or the brush end, which is the thicker line, or the tip end. So I'm just going to use that because I feel like I have more control. Actually, no, this is going to take too long. So I'm going to do that. So just being careful. Because the stamping blends is alcohol marker, so it doesn't bleed, because our ink pads generally are water-based ink pads. So yeah, so they don't mix, and that's great, because then it doesn't bleed. Right, so here you go. So that's another way of colouring it, or you could have used that, right? But yeah, that's because I can show you, like in this case, I'm going to just stamp instead of colouring it. So I am going to use the real red because my colour seems to be red. I've just kept it simple. But of course you can use any other colour. You could use your favourite colour mug, cup. Ooh, okay. So again, you know, like it's a bit whimsical. Like it's not, I didn't stamp it. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I've offset it a little bit. And that's okay with the look that we're going for. Right. Let's put that one there. Away. And then this chocolate, what colour did I use? I think I might have used soft suede there, which is an outgoing colour. is also a colour that is retiring, much to my, if I can find it, I do love this colour. Unfortunately is retiring, but that's okay, because when it retires, you know that it's going to be replaced with colours that won't disappoint. Right, so I've just got that. Alright, now you have a little option here, because if you wanted that to look more realistic, you could, having said we're going for whimsical, but you also kind of want things that make sense. So I could do like a dark kind of inside bit here to denote like it's a coffee liquid in there. Right. So yeah, just that way. Okay, so now this is how we've got this thing going. So the circle there's a little circle dot and there's a little circle dot, so that kind of goes together. Okay, so this is where your brad comes in. Now if I push that through and then push that through, sorry, was I off? So push that through, it's off the camera frame, and then through that as well. Right, so there, so now I've got that little mechanism happening. Alright, so don't do it too overly tight, but just closing it. And so here you go, now you can spin it around and you have that interactive card. Alright, so we've got those, we're nearly there, you guys are being patient. So obviously we need that today is a kind of day, that section. So this is where this comes in. And we are going to do this in white. So going to be a little bit noisy. So here we go, we've got two. So, whereas, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be cutting it. Today is... and then kind of day. Oops, I think it's upside down. But never fear, because we're going to cut this. Right, so I've got a white embossing powder. Oh, I'm going to have to handle the middle. Didn't think about it. Handle with care. Okay, so the Versamark is a clear watermark ink, but it's sticky, so when you put the embossing powder it catches the so the embossing powder stick to it. Now it's going to be a bit noisy. I'm going to turn on the heat tool, and then we're going to melt this so that it becomes shiny. There we go. The magic is happening. I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay, that there. Closer grip. There we go. So that's all kind of done. And then I just need to snip this. Just going to hand cut it. Right, so that I've done a bit skinnier. I can do that. just making it a little bit skinnier. Today is a kind of day. Right, I'm going to get rid of those. In fact, I could just, I think, get rid of these now. Right, so let's put these together. Right, that's all I need. This. I have also pre-done the inside of the card. Okay, so it's going to read. Just going to glue this bit on. Let's now assemble that all together. So I've pre-stamped it just to save a little bit of time on the video, so it doesn't keep going any longer than it needs to. And then that's just going in there. And of course, you know, if you're going to use it as a happy birthday card, you might want to stamp a happy birthday on it too. Right? Could just be a hello. I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too. So there's a story here. We're telling a story here. So now you just want to make sure there's room for this, right? So I'm going to put this on dimensionals, and I'm going to use the foam adhesive strip because it is a whole strip, which makes life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to take, now this will not be included in your pack just simply because it's going to be hard, as you can see, to give you one strip right out of this. I don't know, it could be a bit tricky. So I'm just going to, you'll have to just use dimensionals that you would have in your stash. Or if you don't have this, I highly recommend that you purchase this because it's really handy. So you can just cut that off. And here, just make sure you don't go over the white spinny bit, because then wouldn't be good if it's just stuck, right? So this way it's not stuck. And then these extra P's that I just kind of put it on here. Right, so then peel that off. Peel that off. And that one too. Now that's going on top of here. Right, and then I have taken my red marker and I have just kind of drawn this line on just to show people that that's what they're meant to be doing. Made a hash of that. Oh, well, that's alright. It's all part of the look. Homemade look. Alright, so then that hopefully tells people that that's what you're meant to be doing. And then that I'm going to put this on some sort of dimensional. Now, so the middle has already got the dimensional. So I just need to be careful just to do it on the side. Yep, 1, 2, and the middle will be supported by the brad. That's already there, and I'm just careful to try and cover it up. Today is a, and then this, I can put 3 on this one. I'm popping it up. 1, 2, sorry, not sure, didn't check. go. Maybe a little bit there. Right, so there, we're almost done. Right, today is now spin the wheel and decide what you want it to be. A cookie kind of day, or a coffee kind of day, or a chocolate kind of day. And then you put it inside. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too. So how cool is that? That was a fun cool. Now I have included this, which I forgot to put it on. Alright, that's okay. You can either do that, just a simple ribbon, or what can I do here? Maybe I can do like a bow. It's too short. The amount that I'm giving you would be too short to make a bow, because it's meant to go on as a, I don't know, kind of like a flag. But if you want it to, you can turn it into some sort of ribbon like that, and maybe get a stapler if we're going for that stapler look. Right, just gonna, whoopsie, it's kind of still moving, but, and then maybe I'll just put it like that. So I'm just giving it a different look. Yeah, this is where it's fun to be kind of a little bit creative and do what seems fit. And then I might just get Isn't that cute? I can just do that. But I might just want to secure, I'm supposed to use my take your picture, but I can't see it anywhere at the moment, so I'm just using my scissors. Right, so I've just kind of gone ahead and do that. So yeah, it's a slightly different look. But there you have it. So card number 2, and that was card number 2. That was kind of simple, eh? Like, not too bad. Like, it wasn't as hard as hopefully I've made it you know, seem easy enough to tackle, to make this kind of interactive card. So yeah, so that's card number 2 from this card class to go. Nothing's better than class to go. And you will get these cards, right? So you get 2 of that design and 2 of that design. So all you have to do is place an order with me this week, which is what are our dates? I have a mind blank. So 7, 8, 9. So the week of 7, 8. The week of 8. Yeah. So from when you place an order with me for the week of 8th of April to the 14th of April. And then I'll be sure to have the weekend to put together all the kits that I am due to send out and have it in the post for you on the Monday. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you give these cards a go, and I look forward to sending the kits to you. Thank you. See ya.